Hello everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Katie Pages. My name is Katie Eggenberger and I'm so excited to be showing you a flip through of my 2018 bullet journals. So for the first half of the year, I used this moleskin notebook. It's just a soft cover gray dot grid and I really liked this one. But then I switched over for the second half to this blue Leuchtturm dot grid notebook, which I loved a lot. And also in this video, I am going to be showing you a flip through of my January 2019 spreads. I didn't quite get a chance to film me making those, so I'll be showing you that as well. And for that, I did use the lemon, which I have been absolutely loving so far. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Now also in this video, I kind of wanted to give a pep talk, I guess, just since it's the beginning of the year and for anyone who wants to start up bullet journaling. So I'll stop every once in a while to make comments on some of the spreads in the flip through, but for the most part, I'm just going to be giving a pep talk. So feel free to pause the video and look more closely at any spreads, or you can just head over to my Instagram and check them out there. I'll leave that all linked at the end and in the description. So yeah. So my last video that I made was a setup of my 2019 bullet journal spreads. That was also the first video I ever posted to this channel. And actually a couple people afterwards told me that watching the video made them want to go start a bullet journal, and that honestly made my life. It made me so happy. Obviously bullet journaling means a whole lot to me and I love it so much. So when other people want to start one up, it just makes me really happy. Quick side note about the spreads, these post-it notes that you're seeing, I used to put those in the front of pretty much every monthly spread and I loved it so much. It was so handy to have. I don't really do it anymore, but I think I'm going to start it up again because I kind of miss it. But anyways, so yeah, for anyone who wants to start up bullet journaling, I just applaud you. That's so awesome. I obviously love it a lot and I think that's a great decision. One kind of warning I do have is not to overdo it. So by that I mean you don't want it to become a burden. It's definitely something for me that I have on my to-do list, but it's not any burden or anything in my book, if that makes sense. So a lot of people ask me, how do you have time for bullet journaling and to do all this kind of artistic stuff that I do in my bullet journal? And for me, it's honestly really therapeutic and relaxing, so I use a lot of my free time for it, and I do try to make time for it, but you know, not everyone has time for it. We all have other hobbies and activities and class and work, fun stuff like that. So it's not always realistic for everyone to be able to do this kind of thing all the time. Another side note, these April spreads here are one of my absolute favorite spreads that I've ever done, or not spreads, but theme that I've ever done for a month. I love all the flowers, I love all the colors, I think everything turned out really, really well, and also it was based off of a song by one of my favorite bands, Neck Deep, which you'll see the sticker for them here in just, I think, the next page. So thanks for Tara for the sticker, I love it so much, love the band, love the song, and yeah, anyways. So yeah, like with a lot of different things, such as whether it's dieting or exercising, a lot of other kind of New Year's resolution type things, you want to make your bullet journaling sustainable. So you want to make it something that is going to fit in with your schedule, fit in with your lifestyle, and that you're going to be able to keep up over a long period of time. And I think by doing this, just remember that bullet journaling is whatever you need it to be. Your bullet journal is to help you. So you don't want it to become just another chore or something on your to-do list that's going to weigh you down, you know? You want to make it sustainable. And sustainability is actually something that I've been kind of reflecting more on and trying to incorporate more in my life the past few months. So, I mean, let me know if you want to see some sort of video about sustainability. Maybe I could do, while I'm setting up one of my monthly spreads, I could talk a little more about that. But yeah, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in me just talking about. Yeah. So the next thing I want to say about starting up a bullet journal is don't pressure yourself, and also don't compare yourself to others. I know there's so many talented artists who do bullet journaling on Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube, and it's really hard not to compare yourselves to them. I do that a lot actually. I just love scrolling through and seeing everyone's incredible spreads, but you really just have to take the pressure off yourself and just do you. You know what I mean? You gotta just find your own style and do what works for you. Another side note, these July spreads are based off of Warped Tour. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like an alternative music festival that travels around the US in the summer. I love it so much. I went to a couple dates this summer, which you can see here. This was like my planning page for it. Yeah, I love Warped Tour so much. I love this kind of music a whole lot. Like it means so much to me. So all these spreads are based off of bands that I love that were on Warped Tour this year that I got to see. I love them so much. If you have questions, like, feel free to ask me because I really love talking about it. Obviously, as you can tell. Another note, these August spreads are not my best work. August was kind of a rough month for me, so these were all done really quickly, and I didn't put a lot of effort into them, but yeah, there's that. And then this is my school spread for the fall semester 2018. I find those so helpful. There's one in my last video of me setting up my 2019 spreads, so definitely check that out if it's something that you would find helpful. Anyways, back to my pep talk. So, kind of just try to find your style, your own personal style of bullet journaling, whether that's more artistic, kind of like what I do, or if it's just super minimalistic and simple. And that's how bullet journaling started. Right now I'm reading The Bullet Journal Method by the original bullet journal creator, Ryder Carroll. I'm loving the book so far. But yeah, he started it as just a very simple, list form way to organize your life. So if you find something more minimal and simple to be what fits in with your schedule and to be your style, then go for it. Like, don't feel pressured to do all the artsy stuff. Like, that's just what some of us do. Not everyone has to do that. You do you. Do what you love. And yeah, don't be afraid to experiment with different styles, because that's kind of what I did all through 2018. Oh, that was a crappy spread, that last one of October or September. I don't even know. Anyways. But yeah, all of 2018 was kind of me experimenting, not necessarily with different styles, but with different techniques and stuff. And honestly, I found it so beneficial. I've definitely gotten way more in the groove of things now, and I just love it so much. And if you feel like you failed, don't feel like that. That's sad. Definitely just keep trying, keep at it, and yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Also note these columns here that I've got for school, events, to-do, meal plan. I loved those kind of weekly spreads. I started doing those. I saw a post by Caitlin's Corner on Instagram. She's also on YouTube. She's one of my absolute favorite bullet journalists. Love her to death. Definitely go check her out. But yeah, I was inspired by, she did a spread like this with the different columns, and I loved it so much, and I found it really helpful in my bullet journal. So yeah. But yeah, that kind of wraps up my pep talk, honestly. If you want to start up a bullet journal, totally feel free to ask me questions about it. I obviously love this so much. It's kind of a big part of my life, so I would love to help you out or give more encouragement. So now, getting kind of into the January 2019 spreads. As you can see that pocket on the corner there, or not the corner, but the left side of the page, my aunt actually gave me a bunch of those, and I thought they were so cool and also really handy just to use to hold stuff in. And I kind of saw it, and it's one of those like pockets that you put in the back of library books, and then you write your name and stuff when you're checking out the book. So I decided to do like an old books theme. I guess that's what I'm calling it. I don't know. It's more of a vibe, or I don't know, more of a vibe than a theme, I guess. But yeah, I honestly love how these spreads turned out. I actually spent a lot of time on them. I decided I wasn't going to film it because I just didn't want to squish it into that much. I just didn't have enough time to do it, so I wanted to make sure they were good quality, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. This page is a page for notes for a retreat I'm going on later this month. I just wanted to have some blank pages in my bullet journal set up for that. And then here's my weekly spread, and this is the last spread that I'm showing you guys today. So I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry if this voiceover was kind of rough. I don't know, I literally had to do the voiceover 3 or 4 times for various technical difficulties with the editing app I use, but also just because I wasn't happy with it. But I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you so much for watching. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my YouTube, or not my YouTube, this is my YouTube, my Instagram, Katie E Pages, and I hope I'll see you around. Thanks so much. Bye.